just never heard it do that before.
I hadn't either. I'd never heard it go beep.
And then like all the icons started like going crazy. We have a podcast virus. Like our podcast has a virus, not the computer.
Just the podcast.
The podcast itself has a virus.
What if the podcast is a virus?
Like we are the viral podcast amongst all the other podcasts out there. We are your virus.
Is that why nobody listens to it?
Oh, a few people do.
Well, a few. Those who don't mind viruses.
Hey, thinking about maybe trying to come up with a thing there. We are the virus. That could be a shirt.
Could be.
I don't know. We're in the middle of a pandemic. That might not go well.
Yeah, you're probably right. And I think, you know,
People would try to make it political or something.
hackers did something like that.
I don't know what's going on with my mic. I know what it
You
is.
need to raise it up.
The mic stand's usually on this side of me.
Yeah.
And now it's on this side, so I'm like...
I just had it set up.
It's like writing with my left hand or something. I just feel weird.
I just kind of throwed it over there. Because that's where I was doing mic checks at, so...
Speaking of mic checks, let's monitor
check
our audio real quick.
Magic on it.
Sounded pretty good if we do say so ourselves. Well, as good as it's gonna sound, I guess.
Yeah, just make sure you hit the awesome button before you finish editing.
I do have one of those. I haven't drank any beer out of our kegerator in a while.
Which
That is
beer?
our Warrior beer. You know, we did a
Uh.
smash, but we added the Warrior hop.
Yeah.
So I think we're just calling it the Warrior.
Well, you're not going to sing it out?
No. Good luck getting that out of your head. That We Are the Warrior song. What are we doing, man? What is it? What is all this? What if I just held my mic? What if I didn't even use the stand? What if I just sat here like this?
That would work. But you'd get tired of holding it just like because you lean.
I'm already tired of holding it.
Because you'll like lean back as far away from the mic as you can.
Well, that's what happens. I get tired of leaning in and I want to lean back. Then I'm away from the mic and my chair goes.
Every time.
No, listen to this chair. Listen. Well, I didn't do it near as bad that time because it's. I guess it's shy. It's
You got a
podcast shy.
chair.
So I got some stuff to talk about. What do you want to talk about? Oh, you got notes.
Yeah, I took a bunch of
Ooh,
notes. And it's just possible stuff to talk about.
By way of intros, I don't really have any major announcements other than reminders that we are playing. Where's the bell at? Killjay's playing July 25th at Frisco Park in Amory, Mississippi for the Cruisin' Amory Festival?
No, it's just
Extravaganza?
yeah.
Event.
Event.
The Cruisin'
There you
Amory
go.
event. Yeah, you can't really call it one particular thing because it's so many things. It's in everything.
And this is like 4th annual.
I'm going to say 5th.
Could be 5th.
But we can find out the answer to that question and many more on our next podcast. We've actually set a date this coming Sunday. Chad Houston is going to be in the studio with us. We're going to talk all about his new restaurant, which I have eaten there now, Gemstone. It's really good.
Is he going to bring some food with him?
I don't know. That wouldn't suck because his food's good. Hey, Chad, if you're listening, I want some of the Mississippi egg rolls, man. He's going to talk all about his new restaurant. He's going to talk about Cruisin' Amory, and that'll probably air as we record this now. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's 15th.
14th.
14th.
This will be out the 15th or 16th, and then that'll be out probably like the following.
Well, yeah, we'll have to put it out because the following weekend would be the 25th.
Yeah, I really need to get it out before Cruisin' Amory.
Yeah, so we need to work on that and get it out like by Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then
Well, yeah, if we
promote
do it Sunday, I
heavily.
might could do some editing Sunday night and get it out Monday. That's not a problem. Editing hadn't been that bad lately. Especially when there's just two of us. The more people we have in the room, the longer it takes to edit.
Well, I'm glad editing's no problem for you.
Well, every time you have to edit is when there's been like four of us.
Well, that and you always stick me with the Death Savers and the D&D. And,
Of course.
and I think you literally go out of your way to make people get off topic.
We're bad about that with D&D. We played D&D. Well,
We wasn't at Sunday when we played. It was pretty. If we recorded that, it'd have been very little editing.
I know. I thought about that. I was like, this would have been a good one to record, and we didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I even had my phone out and just didn't even think.
But episode 2 of Death Savers will be out this week. You've got one edited and
I've got
up
both
on
edited.
our. Well, one of them's been released.
No, I've got part 2 of Capture the Flag edited, and I've also got the first part of the new campaign, The Island,
You mean the one that we're not doing now?
the one we haven't yet because we can't get everybody together. Man, summers is hard to play D&D.
Summers are hard to play D&D. Winter, it's almost like D&D is a winter sport because I mean you're inside, it's cold, it's snowing in some places, not here much, but you know you're wanting to huddle up by the fire and stay
Yeah.
warm and stay inside. Summertime, I mean it's just all about
Getting out and doing stuff.
getting your hustle going, mowing that grass, getting in that raft and floating. You know.
Good segue into your birthday weekend.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know either.
It's like a migrating llama.
Buffalo River.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just not even do intro, podcast body. Let's just.
I mean,
I made the announcements. And that's all the
Yeah.
announcements I had. But yeah, this was my birthday weekend, and it was a fantastic one. I like it when your birthday starts on like a Thursday or Friday, and it goes to like Tuesday. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're nodding, but they can't hear you.
they can hear me nodding.
Oh, they can hear you. It's the ponytail.
That's right.
So it started Friday.
Y'all went and ate at Gemstones.
No, that was Thursday.
So technically, it started Thursday.
We ate at Gemstone Thursday. That's right. They're not open yet. They're still doing like I don't know how many a night a week reservation.
Yeah, it was like special reservation.
Call ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Laura reserved that like a week in advance. I think.
Yeah.
That's how busy these. I don't know what you call if it's a soft opening or just appointment only things, but
Yeah, because it's
There's-
not really a grand opening yet, is it?
no. And he'll tell us all about that next week. But then
Yeah, Chad,
Friday
bring some more food with you.
I was craving some wings, man. I was like, take me to B Dubs.
And what happened with that?
We get there, and of course, Buffalo Wild Wings reopened to the public like a month ago,
Yeah.
but they have like a lot of restaurants that are open to the public now. They have like the blue X on every other table.
Well, yeah, it's
so
only
that you can't-
10% of capacity. I
No,
think,
it was
or-
50%. I think.
Is it 50%?
Yeah, it was like every other table that they would skip, so that people aren't. And you have to walk in with your mask on,
Yeah,
and you get seated, and then you can take it off. Because I mean,
which is kind of
you
pointless.
kind of have to. You kind of have to take your mask off to eat and drink. But and the waiter and waitresses, of course, they all keep theirs on the whole time, and I'm sure the chefs in the back and all that stuff. But we get there, and there's this guy standing out in the parking lot next to us, and we're all getting out. He's like, "Hey, did y'all get a to-go order?" And we were like, "No, we're gonna go in." And they're like, "They just locked the doors." Evidently, some of the staff had tested positive, and I don't know if it's because of the staff shortage, because of them being sick, or just maybe a precautionary thing because some of the staff had it,
And
or,
they
or
don't want
both.
to- yeah.
But yeah, they shut it down, or they just shut it down right before we got there. So we went to Chili's instead. Still had a good time, and I still got wings. I just didn't get Buffalo Wild Wings. Then
So that was Friday.
that
and
was
then-
Friday, and then Saturday we went and did 10 miles canoeing in the Buffalo River, which was awesome. I think this was my first time to do this, but just in talking to everybody that I talked to there and since that's done it, it sounds like the river itself was like the perfect time for us to go.
In my experience, I'm gonna say the river was a little bit lower than perfect, but it still, we only got hung up in 2 or 3 places.
Right. Yeah, I've heard there's several spots when it's low that you have to carry your canoe.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the trip was pretty shallow. But I've also heard and even experienced towards the end, the deeper parts, like if the river's way up, there's not a good current,
There is
and you
no
have to work
current,
harder.
yeah.
Because on that last mile or two, dude, if you weren't paddling, you weren't moving.
Yep.
The first 3/4 of the trip, you're basically just steering, going around obstacles, trees and rocks and people that are
Like I say,
parking in the middle of the river.
Your canoe and my canoe, we didn't flip.
We came close, dude.
Everybody else in our
right
crew
when we
did.
got in the water, it was funny because we all didn't get in the water at the same spot. We were like way back, and we caught up, and we were going to pull over. Well, instead of turning, we literally flipped all the way around, and we're going backwards. And we hit so hard against the rocks. I can't believe we didn't flip. I mean, we just about ate some serious shit. And it's canoeing is, especially compared to whitewater rafting, is very chill and laid back. But going backwards, not being able to see really fast and wrecking is a pretty bad feeling.
And the river was kind of packed.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Which I enjoy it more when there's a lot more people because, I mean, you chat with people as you go by. Whenever you stop at places, there's always stuff going on.
Yeah.
People's always, like, flipping and running out and helping them. And
What time did we start? At 12?
no, it was a little after 11, about 11:30, I think.
And and you're supposed to be back by 6, and we got there like 5:50. That's when we pulled up. I think some of y'all got ahead of us.
I think we was about 5:30, 5:40, right around there. I don't know.
Yeah, I pulled over one more time to get out and piss, and
That's when we passed.
that's
y'all.
that's when we hit the slow water when we got
Yeah.
back going again.
Yep.
We really had to dig to get that last couple miles, but even then, like when you're having to work, it's still fun.
Oh, it was still
Like, the
a
whole thing
lot
was
of fun. And if anybody's interested in going, Crazy Horse is the name of the
Outfitter.
place. Crazy Horse Outfitters. And no, they're not sponsoring this, but those guys are really awesome. They'll take care of you when you get there. And they got campgrounds and cabins and RV hookups.
I never actually
and
saw the cabins. I saw some cabins, but I don't think they were a part of them.
the cabins that are with Crazy Horse are across the river. Where we put in at,
Yeah.
all right, if you look directly across, that's where all the cabins are. But they've got camping, I mean, all up and down pretty much.
You can pretty much camp anywhere there's not parking.
Just about. As long as it doesn't say private land, you can camp there.
And then there's 3 different trails. There's one that's the one we did, which is 10 miles, and they have to come pick you up. But then there's another one, they take you upriver, and you
8
wind
mile.
up back there.
Yeah.
And then, it's an 8 mile. And then there's a 24 or
24 mile.
And you take a tent with you, and halfway through you stop and camp, and then finish it out the next day. Which I wouldn't mind doing that, because I wasn't... the only thing that was sore on me the next day was my butt from those hard-ass...
Yeah.
I should have brought... Which I put a towel down, but that doesn't really help.
I'm going to see if I can't find
me.
me a little chair.
Yeah,
little
some people
canoe
had like
chair.
those chairs that like has a back in it where you can kind
Yeah.
of lean back a little. That looked good.
And of course, we had a decent sized group go with us, which always makes it more fun.
Yeah, I was at first. Of course, this was my first time to canoe like this in a river. I've canoed on lakes and stuff, of course, but I was afraid we had too many people, but it actually wasn't.
No, you can. The more people you have, the more fun to me.
And then Sunday we played D&D over at Clint's house. We had a good time. Ooh, I need to message him, see if he's coming out tonight. He may have his kids. Clint, if you're listening to this and you didn't show up, that means you didn't. Like, the future Clint knows whether he came or not. We don't know at this point.
No, we don't.
This episode's playing that he may or may not be in the end of. And we don't know.
He may or may not be listening.
We
to
don't
it.
know, but he will. He does. It's time travel.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back. Before we do the 24 mile, I would really like to do the 8 mile first.
Yeah, if we did the 8 mile, I'd want to, like, which we stopped a lot I mean, we would pull over to swim. We would pull over to, because believe it or not, there's not that many places where it's deep enough to swim. So
Well, there
we found a
is,
good
but
spot
it's-
where they wasn't covered up with people. We would
Yeah.
pull over. And of course, there's like places where you can jump off the rocks and all that stuff. And
The
there,
swing.
yeah, there's a rope you can swing out onto the thing. Yeah, that looked fun. But we stopped for lunch and I mean, we took our time. You know, we weren't like, hey, we got to hurry up. So we could even be more so like that if we did the 8 Mile.
Well, yeah, the 8 Mile, you have no time you got to worry about getting back. Because you're going right back to the
Oh, that's
office.
right. You're stopping where we started.
Yeah.
And that was right by the place.
So as long as you're back before 8, I think, because that's when they shut everything
Yeah, that makes
down.
sense because you have to be back to catch your ride doing the one we did.
Yeah. Now, on the 24 Mile, you pretty much have to do 12 miles.
You'd want to get 12 miles in for sure. That'd be the one where you'd be like, let's hustle.
And
Matter of
then
fact, on the first day, I would try to get a couple more miles in, I think.
Well, if you do more than 12, you end back up at the office.
No. I'm talking about on the 24 mile one.
That's what I'm talking about. If you do more than 12 miles on the first day, you'll end back up at the office. Where the campground and where we put in at.
I don't understand. If it's 24 miles, if you do more than 12 miles, you wind up at the office. That's half the distance.
Yeah, it's a little over half. You have to go if you do more than, because the last part's 10 miles.
Well, I mean, I think we're saying the same thing, but
Yeah,
you're
we
somehow
are.
arguing with me.
No, I'm not arguing.
What I'm saying is, I would want to get a little more than halfway. That way, the next day, I wouldn't have as far to go.
Yeah.
Because the next day, you're probably going to be a little hungover, maybe a little sunburned, a little tired. You're not going to have as much gas in the tank, I don't think. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people don't sleep good when they camp, and we'd have, alcohol with us, and
And you know how dead we were when we finally got off the river
Yeah.
and made it back. Well, of course, that drive really.
it wasn't but 2 hours. But yeah, on the drive home was like,
That's the reason I always say, if you're going to do it, camp.
And then yeah, Sunday we played D&D, had a really good campaign, and then Sunday night, me and Alicia went to my parents' house and had my family birthday thing with mom and dad and the kids, and then Monday was Monday Night Raw, so that was kind of still an extension of
Your birthday.
we're still kind of partying a little, not really partying, but hanging out, and then tonight we're doing a podcast.
So, yeah. It's been a pretty eventful week. And people hearing my voice during the week is probably like,
This is very rare.
yeah.
Well, it's rare. It's hard to get you on the podcast at all because. Oh yeah, I need to dump some files. We're running low on disk space.
All right, well, let's take a really short break and we'll pick back up at that.
Well, we got a minute. I mean, it's not gonna die.
Oh, okay.
But see, the problem is I put an SSD in this computer because. Long story short, this is an old computer, and putting an SSD in a computer kind of brings it back to life because it's a digital hard drive.
Yeah.
Gives it, a little more speed, a little more oomph, more IOPS if you want to be technical. But the problem is getting a big SSD is very costly. So
Oh, yeah.
it's just the SSD is not really for storage as much as it is for performance. And so it fills up really easily, and I have to dump files over to the storage drives, which I have a main storage drive and then a backup. So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick so that this podcast doesn't crash. This is where I'd play a commercial if we had any sponsors right now. Yeah, in case I didn't mention it, the low disk space warning popped up. So I've now got about 20 gigabytes worth of old podcast files transferred to the backup drive now, so we should be good. I don't think we're gonna talk enough to fill up 20 gigabytes.
I really, really hope not.
Yeah, I don't want to edit that long of a show. But no, what I was saying is, before that happened, is that, of course, everybody by now knows you work nights. So by the time you're off and you don't have something else going on, it's the summertime. And if we even get to do a podcast that weekend, before you have to go back, But this week you're off.
It's just like D&D. Weekends,
They
or
fill up
D&D
quick.
and podcast kind of fall behind a little bit because not only do we have our yard work, but like I go to Houston and take care of Grandma's yard and do stuff for her, so it's really hard we really need like a 3-day weekend during the summer.
Well, of course, because of the pandemic, I was at home for every day for 2 going on 3 months.
And I was pretty much here.
But the thing is, it was towards the end of, it was just starting to get summertime, and there wasn't as much yard work as there is right now. Like if I don't mow my yard once a week right now, it's going to be a problem.
Oh yeah,
It'll get away from you.
ours is the same way, and especially with the pasture.
The way it rains here and then the hot sun, man, it's just the perfect balance for that grass to you could watch it grow.
Yeah.
While you were outside, I took a sneak peek at your list, and what's funny is like all the stuff plus more that I had in mind to talk about, you've already got on your list.
Well, I was just looking up random stuff, brief stuff, just throwing some stuff on there because I knew you'd have a list. So,
Well, not so much a list, but
well, we always have little. Well, I don't say always. We try to have some guidelines to keep the show kind of going.
you ever notice when I'm typing something, everybody gets real quiet.
Yeah, because we don't want you to try to start typing what we're saying. Don't want to throw you off.
That's a weird reason to not. Anyway. One thing that's not on here that I read is there's a new Batman-based TV show coming to
I seen
HBO
that.
Max.
I was going to put that on there, but I figured you already knew about it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting looking. I don't know if it is going to have Batman in it, but it's a Batman show, which, I mean, you would think Batman's going to be in it, but they have
Kind
done
of have
shows
to
without
have.
him.
Well, you kind of have to have Batman in a Batman show,
Well, it's
even if it's just
like Gotham was a
pops
Batman
up.
show, but it wasn't a show about Batman.
No, it was about Gotham. Actually, it was about the crime syndicate in Gotham.
It was more based around, like to me, Gotham was more Jim.
Gordon.
I almost said Morris. It was Jim Morrison's story from The Doors.
I didn't know he grew up in Gotham.
He did,
Wow.
man. That explains his bizarre behavior.
That could be it.
No, it's Jim Gordon's story. Matter of fact, I heard that they didn't even want to put Bruce Wayne in it at all. But the network or the execs or some higher up said, "Yeah, you got to put the kid in there, man."
Which I mean, it was
Somewhere.
kind of.
But it wasn't based on Bruce Wayne. It wasn't based on Batman. You saw Batman in the last 1 second of the entire series.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But anyway, I don't have any details on that other than there's a Batman show coming, and it's going to be set in the same universe as the Batman movie that's being developed as we speak.
I read something about that.
And speaking of other Batman movies, I say you have this in the notes. They're re-releasing a extended cut of Batman Forever, and
What I read, it's going to be almost an hour and a half with the worth of extra footage.
well, I think people are starting to figure out that when they make these movies, they film hours and hours and hours of stuff you'll never see. You could,
Yeah.
like, you remember when Jared Leto said they could almost make a Joker movie out of the stuff he did for
Just the
Suicide
stuff
Squad?
They cut out.
I mean, it's just a lot of footage, and you can almost release 2 or 3 different versions of a movie just based on what landed on the editing room floor. Of course, the idea is, well, we trimmed all the fat, and this is the best 2 hours or 90 minutes of everything we filmed. But different people may have a different vision.
Oh yeah.
And I guess we'll find out more about that when the new Justice League gets
Well,
here.
you remember when
The Snyder Cut.
when they first started putting deleted scenes on DVD menus?
Yeah.
How huge that was.
It's got like you got a little something extra. But anyway, what I heard, I don't know if this is fact or rumor or what, but they said that they made Batman Forever and it had a dark tone to it, and they came up and said, "Hey man, this is a little too dark. We're trying to sell Happy Meals here.
Yeah, this is a kids show, man.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
kid it up a little. Let's get them toys on the shelves, and and then so they went back and recut or whatever, and they put together what we saw, which, in my opinion, probably one of the worst, if not the worst Batman movie ever. But I'm definitely interested in seeing a different take on it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I'll
a Batman
definitely
movie. I'm going to
watch
watch it. I mean, if you just right now said, "Hey man, when this podcast is done, let's watch Batman Forever," I'd be like, "Hey, let's not do that." But if you said, "Hey, here's a whole new take on
Batman
Batman
Forever.
Forever," I'd be like, "I'm listening."
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they come up with.
This may start a new thing, man. People going back and reimagining. Well, not reimagining, but like redoing. Because I've heard some crazy stuff about Justice League. They say that this is going to be a whole different movie. It's going to be like the same actors and actresses got together and did a whole new thing, except it's already been done. It'd been like if one of your favorite bands goes in the studio and records an album and releases it, and then it, like, I don't know, a year later, like, "Oh yeah, you like that album? Guess what? When Guns N' Roses did Appetite for Destruction, they also did this one." And you're like, "Oh my god."
But it was the same album, just a different producer and a different. Yeah, I got you.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you can almost tell a different story. Like, you remember that second cut of Superman 2? The Donner, or I can't remember the guy's name. He did the first movie, and then he was doing the second one, and he like got fired or something. And then another guy came in, and it was a whole different movie. And then like years and years later, well, I got to look this up because I've got to be. I know I'm butchering this.
Yeah, because
The
I
names,
honestly do
and
not
I want to give everybody their
remember
credit. You never heard the story about Superman 2? There's like a documentary about it, I think. And again, we get really quiet when we're Googling. Everybody quiet, we've got some Googling to do.
I vaguely remember Superman 2.
Replacing Richard Donner. Okay, yeah. I don't know if he was fired or if he quit or what. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but his name was Richard Donner, and they replaced him. And then this other guy came in, and they released what you see now. But now, if you look it up, there's 2 Superman 2s, and there's a Donner cut. And they say that it's like a whole... There's a few scenes, but it's like a whole different movie. Just
We need to
about.
see if we can find that.
Well, yeah, it's out there. I mean, it's not an underground... I mean, it's... They did the Snyder treatment to it, basically. They're doing... with.
But I wonder why there was so much kickback in getting the Snyder cut released when apparently they've been doing it before and they know how popular it is.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. I mean, that came out in, what, 1980? Or... Let's see...
Yeah, 1980.
It was. They started production. Yeah, they started production like 78, 79. I'm wanting to say, and again, I'm not going to look this up, but I'm wanting to say they did Superman 1 and 2 like kind of back to back, like filming wise, not released wise.
Yeah.
So anyway, that might be with all these hundreds and hundreds of streaming services out there trying to dangle a little biscuit in front of you to get you to come pay that monthly fee. This might be a new way to get new content from without having to go reshoot stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of reshoots, I mean, that's another thing that every movie does reshoots. Because they'll get together and start, because I'm not going to act like I know the whole process, but basically they get together and start editing, and then they realize, well, there's a
doesn't
gap
flow
here, a hole
right,
here, we need
yeah.
to... So it's really common to do pretty costly reshoots. I think they build that into the project, like it's a normal thing, and with the reshoots in the Justice League, you got most of the movie that you watched in the reshoots.
Well, I wonder if they're going to do a Suicide Squad.
I've heard that
like
they could, but
because that would be awesome.
they're not going to because they're moving forward with the Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah, but it'd still be pretty cool to see all of Jared Leto's cut scenes.
Yeah, and it can't cost that much more. Yeah, you got to do all your special effects because they don't put special effects in throwaway footage, obviously. But you ain't got to pay the actors and actresses again. You've already paid them.
Yeah.
That's where the money's at, is paying these
just
big
free
names.
money.
Like, you get another Will Smith movie without having to pay him to come act again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that works either, but
Well, I'm sure they'd still get the royalties off of it. If there's two different cuts.
yeah, I don't know.
But I guess that'd be contract, so I have no idea.
I don't know the inner workings of Hollywood, but it seems like it'd be cheaper just to use what you already got than to go buy new.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next?
What, you got that pulled up? Oh, no. The government releasing UFO footage.
Yeah, do you not hear me on the last episode? I said only in 2020 would the military come forward and basically confirm UFOs are real, and us just kind of blow past it. It's like, man, we're in a pandemic. We got murder hornets. Yeah, we kind of knew there were UFOs, but thanks for letting us know what we kind of already knew.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that.
Well, this is the footage that came out from the was it a naval pilot?
Yeah, the naval fighter pilots.
Oh.
And it was old.
It's been out forever, but the government or the military or whoever never confirmed that it was alien.
And they're also they're still not saying it's alien.
Yeah, they're saying it's not
it's UAPs.
Yeah, it's like not of Earth or not of
unidentified aerial phenomenons is what they're calling them now. So they don't have to call them UFOs.
But they're basically saying, yeah, what you see is not fake. It's real.
It's not ours.
Yeah, and whatever you're seeing in this video, the video's not fake, and what's in the video is we don't know.
Yeah.
It's not ours or any known thing that exists in the world.
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop when I finally seen it. I was like, whoa.
Well, the footage itself isn't that impressive because
it's
it's hard
not.
to get a good clear of something going that fast, and plus it's like a video of a radar screen, so it's not like you can see little green men waving at you out of the window or nothing. But just the fact that the government's like, yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
It's
we don't know what it is.
we're not even going to try to cover this one up. Just it's 2020. Let 'em, throw them a bone, man. Tell them UFOs are real. And of course, in the UFO community, there's a lot of people, because some people think it's
a conspiracy.
It's UFOs. Some people think it's interdimensional beings. Some people think it's us from the future visiting. It just gets crazy from there.
Future me needs to come visit and let me know what's going on.
Bigfoot, where you at, man? We're holding out for you, guy. We've got UFOs under the belt now, pretty much. We need some Bigfoot.
If they come out with a Bigfoot is real thing, it's gonna break the internet.
And I'm joking around, I know, but what would it? I thought about this one time. I was watching something about Bigfoot or listening to something about it. What would it take for people to believe at this point, though? Because for so long they've been, oh, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. Everything's fake. The world's fake. The air's fake. Bigfoot's fake. They just start spewing the word fake every time there's
Earth is flat.
any mention of Bigfoot. What would it take for people to believe it? They're not going to believe a picture. They're not going to believe a video. They're not going to believe if you caught a Bigfoot and put it in a cage and let people come pet it. They're going to say it's fake.
At this point, the people who believe it's real are going to believe it's real. The people who don't believe in Bigfoot are not going to believe in it.
You could let it come live with you, and they're not going to believe it.
Yeah, you could have a Harry and the Henderson situation, and
they're like, "Oh, that's fake."
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Don't it look fake? I can hear him right now.
Look, man, he's blurry.
What was that comedian? Like, look, turns out Bigfoot's just a blurry person.
I don't know
He
who
is
it
blurry.
was, but that was funny. And I've already watched some of this new season of Doom Patrol. There's 4 episodes out. It's really weird. But
I
Doom
heard
Patrol
season
was
2 is
weird.
better than season 1, and I haven't finished season 1.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, and I read this, that Ready Player 1 sequel is coming. But I'm assuming that means Ready Player 2?
That's what they're calling it, Ready Player 2.
Is it going to be a book? And then maybe 10 years later a movie?
No, the movie is coming out.
Oh, so this isn't a book. This is a movie.
This is a movie, and it's coming out in November.
Are they letting the author
I don't know.
do the screenplay?
I was reading through it,
I hope so.
and I think I found it on Facebook. I don't think. Yeah, I found it on Facebook, and then I found it on Den of Geeks, and they were talking about it. But they were saying, yeah, there was no book adapted. That they were really expecting for them to go with Armada next, but they didn't. Which kinda
I'm still
upset
holding
me.
out hope that we're going to see that one day, though.
Oh, me too.
Armada's great.
I think I've listened to Armada or read Armada more times than I've read Ready Player One.
Yeah, man, you got like my Mount Rushmore of books. You're definitely gonna have The Martian,
Yes.
Armada, Ready Player One. Like those three for sure books that like I could go back and listen to, reread, whatever you want to call it,
All
over
the
and over
time,
and not get
yes.
tired of it. So yeah, I think that's great that they're making another one. It was it got mixed reviews. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was very underrated.
I thought it was a great movie. I was upset with it just because I was such a huge fan of the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate when people say, "Oh, the book was better." I mean, yeah, the book was better. But as just for a straight movie, I thought the movie was awesome.
Yeah, and people forget when they say, and I've said it before too, plenty, because the book usually is better, but the book has a major advantage over a movie, and that's time. You got 90 minutes to tell that story,
Yeah.
in and out. With the book, there's no time restriction. You could
You take your time.
as many
reading it.
pages as you want to write and tell the story and let it unfold.
Yep.
Just go for it, because nobody's gonna say, "Hey, that book's too big." Just ask Stephen King.
Unless it's War and Peace, and then
But you don't have that restriction in a book. So like you can. I was expecting what I saw in Ready Player One. I knew that they would have to cut out major things. I mean, dude, they even had to cut out a bunch of crap in Game of Thrones
yeah.
from the books to the show, and the show passed the books. But at any rate,
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there.
I can't wait to see what it's going to be about.
I think what's his name, the main character.
Wade Watts,
Yeah, I think he's going to become the next Halliday.
he is.
I know.
But I mean, it's
But
the
he's
four
gonna-
of them. Remember?
Right,
Or
but I
five
think
of
like
them.
they're going to start up the next chapter of the Oasis
Yeah.
with a whole new Easter eggs, a whole new adventure. Like
See,
they're going to
that would
pass the
be-
torch, so to speak.
That would be pretty awesome if they did another Easter egg hunt thing.
Yeah, you could tell a lot of different stories. I mean, because I think the most interesting thing about Ready Player One is that how rapidly that's becoming a reality.
Yeah.
Like we were
Virtual
watching Star
reality.
Trek and Star Wars as kids. Like this will never happen, even though somehow Star Wars happened a long time ago. But like that is happening right now. The virtual reality simulations and games. And,
Well, not to mention, you remember the doors open by themselves? Someone's like, "Oh, dude, that'd be so awesome!"
yeah.
And now we got doors that open
Well,
by themselves.
there's a whole list of stuff that was on Star Trek that became real.
The
CD-ROMs?
cell phones.
Yeah, but I have an old cell phone in my desk drawer. It's an old silver flip phone.
Looks
And
just like
it looks just like their communicators, except
Yeah.
you just hold it different. Like
Yeah.
they held it out like this instead of up against their ear.
and then you got your Bluetooth.
Because I would flip it open and pretend like I was talking to the bridge, you know.
Mhm.
Like,
And then their communicators on their chest is basically Bluetooth.
yeah, we'll
So-
we'll look that list up sometime and read it off all the stuff that the Star Trek predicted years before that came to.
Oh yeah.
Not as much as The Simpsons, I'm sure, but the next on your list you had The Boys, season 2. That was a surprise how good that show was. I was not expecting that.
The trailer's out now, but the show doesn't start till September.
That's not that far away.
No, it's not.
I definitely need to watch that trailer. I'm gonna do that as soon as we get done here. I don't watch the Umbrella Academy, so I
you
can't
need
comment
to,
on that.
man. That show was so good.
You know, I've heard it was good. It's one of those things I never got around to.
I just accidentally fell upon it on Netflix one night. I was bored, and I was like, let me watch this. And ended up just loving it.
I may start it. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of deaths on here, man. That's depressing.
I noticed, but
Way
I
to
mean,
bring down the room, bro. I just heard about Grant Imahara today.
I did. I just found out Kenny Rogers died. Little Richard died.
In March.
Charlie Daniels, Neil Peart.
Yeah, I knew
That's
about
a
Neil
lot
Peart.
of big.
Well, I go to
names.
Blabbermouth every morning. Blabbermouth.net is like a music news site.
Yeah.
So definitely heard about Neil Peart back in January. They did a bunch of tribute stuff.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about any of that.
But that really surprised me about Grant when I saw that picture of him. I was like, dude, he's still young. Like,
He was 49
ooh,
and just had a brain aneurysm.
just out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah.
There was one death that you didn't put on here, and that was Dennis O'Neil, or is it Denny O'Neil?
Dennis O'Neil.
I just know that like half my comic books have O'Neil on the cover. He wrote some of the most iconic classic Batman stuff. He was more known for like his Green Lantern stuff,
Yeah.
Arrow stuff, but man, he did some amazing Batman stories. I should have clicked on it to give you some examples, but there's like too many to list of good, awesome Dennis O'Neil.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
Oh, let's see. He was born in 39. Yeah, that's not somebody playing a drum in the background. That's my dog slapping his tail against the wall.
Died at 81. Wow.
Where do you see that? That's what I was trying to look up.
Legendary Batman writer Denny O'Neil dies at 81. Third one down.
I don't have my glasses on. Not that I ever do. Let's don't end on a bad note talking about all these people that we like being dead. I don't remember what made me think of this. Oh yeah, I do, because I've been rewatching Rick and Morty again. Because now there's a new season, so I got more material to add to my rewatches. Because I've been you get season 1, season 2, and you rewatch both, and then season 3, and then you're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Now I can add more to the constant rewatchings. But what TV shows and movies do you rewatch the most?
Rick and Morty for sure. Letterkenny. I've watched all 8 seasons of it at least weekly.
But aren't there only just a few episodes per season?
No, but the episodes are short. They're like 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, because I burned through at least one season of that in
there's
one sitting.
I think there was 2 seasons. It only had 7 or 8 episodes in it. And I think that was the last 2 seasons.
How long has that been out?
Honestly, I don't know. 2014, I think. I really don't know though.
I was trying to look and see if Clint messaged me back. I'm getting hot. Why don't we take a break and come back and finish this thing out?
Okay.
If Clint shows up, I want to talk about the D&D thing we did.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then I guess just me and you will talk about it.
All right.
Turn on that AC.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's just an outro, so we'll leave the air conditioner on. If they've listened to this much of the show, this much of this episode, they'll stick around for an outro with background noise in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a much needed window unit out here in the studio, and we turn it off when we record because you can hear it so prominently in the mics, especially yours, and yours is closer.
Yeah. But it gets really hot in here. Mississippi weather is brutal.
It's July in Mississippi. That AC is like a required item.
It's a necessity.
If I didn't have an air conditioner in this room, we wouldn't be out here right now.
No. 'Cause
We'd
I remember
be
when
somewhere
the AC
else.
went off, when it went out that time. And
When I went out that time, we had 2 units in here.
We had the-
2 smaller
yeah.
ones. It took 2 of them to keep up with what that one would do.
And it still wasn't keeping up.
And you were here today, so it's probably on all day, wasn't it? It still didn't.
Most of it.
It still didn't have the room.
Well, I
chilly.
had it on low too.
Oh.
Because I had the fan going, so
Another thing that I did while we took a short break is I looked up some of the best works of, and it is Denny O'Neil. I wasn't crazy. I know I'd heard it said that way. The greatest Denny O'Neil stories ever told. The Birth of the Demon, which is, so he's the father of Ra's al Ghul. Is that the first of?
I don't think that's the first appearance.
Oh, okay. Well, this thing didn't pull the covers up. It just showed the titles.
A Dream of Rorschach.
The Question run. Kevin Smith talks about it all the time. That was his favorite run of The Question. Which the Question is pretty overlooked as a character because he's a man with no face. How scary is that?
Yeah.
Detective Comics number 457. There is no hope in Crime Alley. I wish I could see the covers of these. Zen and Violence, The Question 1 through 5. Night of the Reaper, Batman 237. Man, there are some older ones. 237. That was a long time ago. This is one of those things where you have to click here to continue, so we can pull up a bunch of ads. Iron Man 190 through 200. Ironmonger. Kryptonite Nevermore, Superman 233 to 238. I need to turn that feedback down. Green Lantern 76 through 87, number 89, and The Flash 217 through 219.
So, dude, he's wrote for like a lot of them.
The Joker's Five-Way Revenge, Batman 251. I wish I could see the covers of these, because I recognize covers more than the number. The original Demon Saga with Batman.
But you probably got most of these, don't you?
All the Batman ones. I don't know. Man, when you get down in the 200s, those are getting pretty rare. Because, I mean, Batman... what number are they up to now? Well, this is their third reboot of the series, so... But Batman ended at like 800 something, I think. It wasn't quite to 1,000 when they did Rebirth, or the New 52 rather. And then I don't know how. Well, 52 is 52 issues, 52 weeks, whatever. And then they did Rebirth, which is now close to 100, I'd say. And but they kept going with the numbering on Detective Comics because they wanted to get to 1,000 because Action Comics got to 1,000.
Yeah.
So, which I've got my Action Comics 1,000 right over there, CBC slab.
I think mine's in my long box, which I've got to get a new long box. Mine is slapped full.
So there's the greatest Denny O'Neil stories ever told. Let me see if Clint messaged me back, see if he's coming. I was hearing something today about some video game that they're adapting to a movie, and I got to thinking about all the movies they've made that are based on video games, which I'm not, as everybody knows that listens, I'm not a huge gamer. But I pulled up a list of some, they're ranked like worst to best video game movies, which I didn't even know they did on Alone in the Dark. But
I don't know what that is.
Alone in the Dark was a game from way back. I don't know when they quit making them, but I had an Alone in the Dark on floppy disk on my computer.
Oh wow,
that's how old it is.
You got Christian Slater,
and it wasn't even the first one. I remember like there was this game series called, I think it's called Ultima, and Ultima 6 was on like 5 1/4 floppy disks. And that was part 6. I don't know how far they went. I don't know if they ever made it to CD-ROM or not. But I think there was like an Ultima on Super Nintendo. Let me look that up real quick. See what I'm saying. First release, Ultima 1, The First Ages of Darkness, was 1981. And the last one they did was 2013.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those with no armor on 5 1/4. I'm betting that wasn't even on 3.5.
It doesn't say what platforms they were released under, but I'm pretty sure like Ultima 4 through 6 was, well, the last one was in 1990. That might have been on CD-ROM. And then at one point they started getting, some of them were on the consoles and shit. Here we go, console games. Wait, don't tell. Here we go. Console
NES.
ports. That means they ported them over to
And Super NES. Hey, PlayStation.
You could get Ultima 6 on SNES. Wow.
But you know, I bet we got them.
Through our
On our
Raspberry,
Retro Pi.
our Retro Pi stuff, yeah. Anyway, Mortal Kombat Annihilation did not get a good review. The first Mortal Kombat movie was good, but even though it was like,
I actually liked all of them.
I liked Annihilation. I mean, it did. I can see why other people don't.
I mean, it
was
was
kind of
low
cheesy.
budget,
It was very low
yeah.
budget.
I've seen that in The Name of the King.
I didn't know that was a
I didn't realize it was
game.
a
I didn't know
game.
Blood Drain.
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain
I
was.
love that game.
I didn't know that was a game. What was it on?
PlayStation 2.
Street Fighter. I've heard of it, but
That's
seems
a
like the
different-
movie wasn't anything like the game though.
Well, that's a different movie. The Street Fighter we're thinking about is one that has Jean-Claude Van Damme and
yeah, you're right. They did do a different Street Fighter movie besides
Yeah.
this one.
That's
This
the
was called
Legend of Chun-Li. Chun-Li.
There's a movie called Postal. I didn't know there was a game called Postal. Hitman.
That's a good movie.
Of course, Silent Hill.
Yeah.
There's been multiple Silent Hill movies though, haven't there?
Yeah.
Wing Commander. I forgot about that. That was
a
pretty
good
cheesy.
movie.
There's the Street Fighter we're thinking of
Yep.
with Van Damme. I watched that as a kid. Well, I wasn't a kid. It was '94, but I watched it in high school. I thought it was awesome at the
Hitman
time, but
I'm thinking of right there.
there's more than one. Max Payne. Didn't know that was a game. Seems like maybe
knew
I
it
haven't
was
heard
a
of that.
game.
Assassin's Creed.
That movie wasn't near as good as it could have been, though.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was weird.
They were
I
trying
remember.
to explain too much in it.
Yeah. I remember that The Rock did that Doom movie. And I was really looking forward to it because I played Doom a lot on my computer.
Yeah. Carl Urban was really kick-ass in that movie. God mode.
Yeah, I was wondering how they were going to handle all the monsters and stuff that are in Doom. And CGI wasn't that great in 2005.
No, but they still pulled it off. I mean, it was pretty good.
Resident Evil, no, that's a series that's been going for a while.
Yeah, those games are good, too.
How many Resident Evil movies have there been?
4 or 5.
This Tomb Raider movie
I remember that.
with Angelina Jolie is the only Tomb Raider movie that really caught legs, so to speak.
that new one come out last year.
Yeah, it
before
didn't really.
last.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't good because I didn't watch it, but
I've watched it.
I
but
didn't. I heard that it was not
I
very
don't
good.
remember a whole lot about it.
It didn't really break the box office.
Oh,
or
Ratchet
anything.
and Clank. That was a cool game.
Super Mario Brothers, 1993. Wow,
John Leguizamo.
man, that
movie was horrible.
It was a silly ass movie.
Need for Speed's good.
Isn't that the one where King Koopa was just a dude with like weird hair?
Yeah.
He wasn't even a dragon,
Yeah.
he wasn't even like a whatever King Koopa was, reptilian, turtle, dragon, reptilian turtle dragon.
was. I know Bowser was the dragon thingy.
Another Resident Evil movie. Another.
That's the one I was just talking about. No, that was part 2. They come out with.
What'd you think about Warcraft, the movie?
I liked
the
it.
recent one. I guess the only one.
They were talking about coming out with a part 2, but I don't know if they ever did.
Man, there's a bunch of Resident Evils on this list. Good God. Prince of Persia, did not know that was a game. Angry Birds, the movie, that's a real
Yeah.
thing. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within.
That was like a short movie, though.
I don't remember that.
It was good.
Now here's the first Mortal Kombat movie. It's only scored 47%, but I liked it. I thought it was really good, and it holds up. Like, cause I liked it when they like Goro was like a puppet that rides on the dude's back and head.
Yeah.
It wasn't CGI like it would be now.
Rampage.
Yeah, I was wondering how they were gonna do that because I remember I played Rampage on like Atari, or maybe that was.
Atari? I thought it was NES.
Yeah, it was
It
old.
was NES.
And I was wondering how you're gonna have, because like when I remember I was playing the game, I thought that was King Kong.
I did too.
I just assumed it was. Okay, here's the Tomb Raider remake.
Yeah, it was all right.
I didn't
From what
watch
I can
it.
remember. Sonic the Hedgehog was pretty good.
I've heard mixed reviews about it. I'm really surprised at the amount of these that I have not seen. And the one that ranked the best on here is Angry Birds 2.
I've got it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Is Angry Birds really a video game though? I mean, it's a cell phone game,
It's still a video game.
I guess. So, are they gonna make a Clash of Clans movie? Speaking of which, if you're listening to this, I get the same response from everybody when I say you should play Clash of Clans, and the response is I used to play that. I know, but they've done like a remake. It's not even a remake.
They just really
They've added some cool
they
shit.
Just really upgraded it.
Yeah, it's how it had a major upgrade, and it's fun to play again, in my opinion. And we created our own clan called Real Pop Culture, and you can hop on there and join. Anyone can join. You don't have to have a invitation other than this one, or it's not a secret society. You just go join the clan, and we
Well,
give
it's
you
pretty secret.
We give you stuff.
Nobody joins us.
Man, I went out looking because I wanted to stay in the clan I was in because I had some rub. I was like
Yeah.
they had promoted me to like co-leader. But I was like, dude, nobody in this clan plays anymore. And it's not fun unless everybody in your clan is active.
And that's our problem. I mean, we'll be active for like a couple days at a time, and then
I play every
and-
day. Everybody has that one game they play when they go to the bathroom. Let's be honest.
yeah.
We're grown ups. We go to the bathroom at least once a day, especially at work. It's better to take care of
paid
business
for it.
while you're getting paid.
Yep.
Everybody does it. Get comfortable, get situated, pull out your phone, play Clash of Clans. Every day. What are we at? We're at 58 minutes. Talk for 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Yeah, just say some stuff. It don't
Hey,
matter.
I was telling you about Ozark and how you really need to get back on that.
Man, I liked Ozark. I did. It was just a little much.
Oh, it gets a lot more much.
Like I was, at the time I watched it, I was in the mood for something lighthearted.
Yeah.
Not like 2.5 Men lighthearted, but something a little. Like I think I had just finished watching Shameless, and it had some drama in it, but it was overall a funny show.
You can't go from Shameless to Ozark.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I was trying to scratch that shameless itch, that shameless itch I had.
That's my problem when it comes to shows, because I'll jump around.
Oh, I do too. Like I'm a little late to the party on this, obviously, but I've been watching Death Note. Because Clint stayed on me about
awesome.
that. It was really good.
So awesome. I remember telling you about that a couple years ago.
Everybody
And you
said,
was like, "What's that about?" And I told you, and you was like, "Nah, not
I'm just
for
not that
me."
big into anime, and I'm really not that big into stuff where I have to read the words. Like I like to have the caption on sometimes when I'm watching stuff, but I don't want to have to read it. And
You're watching the anime and not the movie or the show.
well, there's a live action one too, but I'm watching the anime.
The live action one is 100 times better.
Well, that's funny because I had a couple people tell me that it's 100 times worse,
No, I love the live action.
and it's in English.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
It is awesome.
Well, I'm on like episode 20 of season 1 of the. I don't know how far it goes.
I think there's only one season of the live action.
No, I'm talking about the one I'm watching. I'm only on season 1. I don't know how many seasons it has on it though.
I don't remember, but I do.
I'll check it. I'll check out the Americanized version.
Yeah, it is really good.
Oh, last episode, I can't even remember how it came up, but me and Anthony were talking about it being hot, and there's like a certain sound you always hear when you like picture heat.
It's like sizzle.
That, but the noise I was looking for, trying to describe, is a cicada. The noise a cicada makes in that, like,
Yeah.
when you see a scene where somebody's like, you know, a scene of a movie or a show where it's like really hot outside, you hear a cicada. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
And cicada's a summertime bug.
They're damn near birds around here.
Yeah.
These things get big. Now, is a cicada, is that one of those that's like they walk around on legs and then they turn into the flying thing?
Yeah. That's the empty holes
Yeah.
you'll find on the side of trees.
But they get way bigger than that.
Yeah. Now, once they actually pop out of their little
Wow, they really transform.
husk, yeah, they're like 4 or 5 times as big. They're like the size of a good size.
But they look nothing like what they start out as.
No.
Almost
I
like
think-
a caterpillar to a butterfly kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
And they make a real distinct noise.
And yeah, when you get them in the hundreds, and they will drive you nuts if you're trying to sleep outside.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than getting a bunch of cicadas when you go camping.
Well, they don't bite or sting or anything though. They're just noisy.
No, but they're just really high pitch, noisy.
You know what's funny? Those shells you're describing that they hatch out of. You see a lot of those, but I've never seen one that's still alive. I've only found the husk.
I've seen them.
As many as there are, I'm surprised I've never seen one.
I've actually seen them like climbing up the trees. I've seen one get stuck trying to come out. I've seen one right when it came out.
I'm gonna look up cicada videos on YouTube when we get off here, and watch The Boys Season 2 trailer.
Yes, we got to watch it. I didn't watch it last night when I was doing my list. I seen it and I was like, oh yeah. Which it's on Amazon Prime, is it not?
Yeah. I'm ready for that new Lord of the Rings show from Amazon Prime.
I'm telling you, I just really wasn't a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Wow, I was. Well, I'm actually
I was
one of
more
those
into The
weirdos-
Hobbit.
Yeah,
than
I like The Hobbit
was
better.
Lord of the Rings.
As far as the audiobook, the movies, yeah, I still like the movies. I guess I liked it better because it had a dragon in it. It felt more like a D&D campaign to me.
The Hobbit had a dragon in it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I like The Hobbit better.
Decimation of Smaug.
I like The Hobbit better.
Yeah, I liked it better. Now, the first Lord of the Rings was pretty good. But after that, to me, it just got like really boring.
Yeah, it's like it starts strong and it ends strong kind of thing. But then
Yeah.
there's a lot of middle spot where
But
you're like,
part 2 was just like,
it's like, nah, you don't have to pause it. I'll be back in a minute.
yeah, I'm not gonna miss nothing but them walking.
All right, we made it past an hour. We need to tell them bye.
Well, let's keep going.
Let's leave them wanting more. I don't
No.
have anything else to talk about.
Oh, yeah, I don't really either.
Kind of tired too.
All right, people, why don't you send us your list of what shows you've rewatched the most, especially during this pandemic we've had? Or is there anything new out there worth watching?
I'm thinking about going back and starting Shameless over.
Again?
Well, I started it over one time, but I didn't make it very far. I definitely watch Rick and Morty. I never get tired of rewatching it.
See, Shameless is one of those I can't watch at work, even though I watched Ozark at work.
I hope your boss is listening to this. He'll be like, oh, that's why those orders didn't get put in. Because
Yep.
Kelly watches
I was
shows.
watching Ozark.
I've never said on here where I work, so I'm good. I'm not even
everybody knows
I'm not
where
even
you
who
work.
I say I am. This whole thing is fiction. This
right.
whole podcast is fake, just like Bigfoot and wrestling.
Well, not UFOs anymore.
Can't say UFOs are fake anymore. Well, although I'm sure plenty of
There's plenty of fake
Fake
UFOs.
haters.
Oh yeah.
All right, what episode is this?
I honestly don't remember. 178.
You know, it really makes a difference on these shows. That I realize I don't know why y'all won't like it. Y'all won't subscribe to this show, because if you subscribe, you get the show right away, or a notification of the show. However, you've got your subscription settings done. But I put episode 139 out, and of course the numbers start going up right away because of the people that have subscribed. And then it just stopped. And I'm like, man, nobody's listening to this episode. I realized I didn't share it on social media. That makes a huge difference.
I have noticed when I share on social media, our numbers go up a good bit more.
So if you liked episode 139, you probably could have listened to it several days sooner than you saw it on social media, which I usually do wait a day or two anyway on purpose, just to encourage people to subscribe.
Yeah. Which I always try to listen to it as soon as it comes out. And I used to promote it on all 3 of my social media accounts.
Yeah, I usually tag y'all.
Then I just like quit getting on social media altogether. But now I'm kind of slowly getting back.
You do a cleanse,
Yeah, I was.
a negativity cleanse.
It wasn't even negativity cleanse. It was just I had better things to do, honestly.
Yeah, social media, I try not to talk too much crap about it because, I mean, it's without it, we couldn't have this podcast, really. I mean, we could, but
we need.
and I'm in a band that I try to promote, so it's something. It's definitely a necessary tool, but it's not like my way of life. You know, I could
'cause I
do
remember
without
when I
it.
first
If I didn't need it, I wouldn't use it.
When I first got Facebook and Instagram and all that, dude, we would sit here for hours and not say a word to each other. We'd just be going through Facebook, sharing memes.
You
to
would
each
be
other.
antisocial on something called social media.
Yeah,
How ironic.
that's.
Don't you
what
think?
That's what it does to you.
Well, now that we've crapped all over Facebook, go like us on Facebook. Thanks for listening to episode 140 of Real Pop Culture. We've been broadcasting live from high top of the first and only floor of the Killjoy headquarters at the Killjoy Ranch. Love you, bye.
Love you, mean it.